What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome to our summer fun time here in the City of Commerce. My name is Gage, and we're joined today by Miss Heaven.
How's it going, everybody? Happy Tuesday.
That's right, boys and girls. We can see your comments today, so please, if you can, tell mom and dad we want to see who's here. We want to see who's joining in. We
Definitely.
have a fun day for you today, right, Miss Heaven?
Totally.
That's right. Before we get started, just want to say happy Tuesday, August 4th. We're getting closer and closer into the middle of August.
I know.
We just want to also remind you guys that me and Miss Heaven are still here practicing our social distancing. We're still here wearing our masks, and we have our hand sanitizer right here.
Boom. Staying safe
That's
and
right.
healthy all the time.
Extra safe, Miss Heaven.
Definitely.
All right, so we have a fun day for you guys today. We're going to be working with paper towel rolls, but before we get into what we're going to need for our class today, we just want to quickly recap what we've done so far, right?
Totally. Let's tell our friends what we did on Monday.
Ooh, on Monday, Miss Heaven, I believe you read a book. Do you remember what book you read?
I did. I read Where the Wild Things Are. That's a great story about Max and all his wild thing friends.
That's right. After Miss Heaven read that book, we went to our board over here and we did the letters M and N. So I hope you guys are
M&M's,
practicing.
not the candy,
Ooh,
right?
not the candy. That's right. But the letters M and N. Very good. Oh, and then we also came over here and we did some crafts yesterday. We have our jellyfish.
Jelly!
Yeah. What are these called, Miss Heaven?
They're the jelly legs.
The jelly legs. Tentacles, boys and girls. Tentacles.
I knew that.
All right. So we hope you guys checked that video out from yesterday. We had a lot of fun. These were super fun to make, super easy. So I hope you guys checked that out. And now we're going to get started with what we're going to do today. So on this table with me today, we're going to be doing a DIY rain stick.
Nice.
Ooh, can you guys hear that? Let's try it again. Ready? Yeah.
A little bit of rain
Very
during
nice.
the heat. Look at this. Look at
And
this.
for our rain stick today, what we're going to need is a paper towel roll, some construction paper, whatever color you'd like, a large wooden spoon or a large stick. We're going to need some scissors.
Cool, cool.
We're also going to need some rubber bands, foil, wax paper or parchment paper. I believe that's the same thing, right, Miss Heaven?
Sounds good to me.
I'm going to be using a pen to help out with some markings that we're going to make on our paper.
Cool.
We've also got some markers right here that we're going to use to decorate our craft.
Nice.
And last but not least, we're going to be using some rice and beans for our rain sticks. So that's
But they're
what's gonna
not
make the
cooked,
noise.
right? So don't eat them, friends, until they get cooked.
That's right, boys and girls. And after we're done here, because this is a super simple craft to make, we're going to move over to Miss Heaven's table and...
Cool, cool. We are making some DIY paper towel roll binoculars. I've got my set right here ready to roll. Cool. Maybe you can use them when you go on an adventure, you know, in your backyard or something, or when you watch our Tiny Times and see a story with animals in it. Use your binoculars. It's great. So I want to show you how to make them today. It's not very hard. Grown-up assistance will be greatly appreciated for these crafts because our little friends might need them. But here's what we'll need on my table. Paper towel roll, definitely, right?
Check.
We're using construction paper. Mine's is orange today. Yours can be any color you like, or whatever you like. Your favorite color. You know,
Ooh.
I've got some washi tape. You don't have to use washi tape, but it's just to give it that extra little, you know, support it needs so that they stay together and don't fall apart. I'm using a hole puncher, scissors.
Very careful.
Watch those fingers. I'm using Scotch tape and double-sided tape today. You can also use glue, but sometimes glue takes a while to dry, so this works out great when you're, you know, not wanting that much of a mess and for stuff to dry a little faster. I also have a ruler just in case, but I know not everyone has one, so this one you don't really need, but if you'd like straighter lines or to measure it exact, you can always use that too. Last but not least, we've got some yarn so that I can string this up around my binoculars and wear it around my neck, right?
That's right.
Some markers too, sharing those today so we can design it as well.
That's right.
Pretty simple, not too crazy, not a lot of stuff going on here.
That's right. And I think, Miss Heaven, you and I, our first part of this this activity is the same. So I think, Miss Heaven, if you wouldn't mind, would you lead us in cutting the construction paper?
Definitely. Okay, so here's what I did first. I didn't have a ruler when I made the first one, and it wasn't very hard to measure with that one. So what I did is I laid my paper towel roll on my paper as close to the edge of here as possible, and then you can see that there's a chunk missing up on top, or there's a piece of it that I won't need. So I just got my pencil, and I made a little mark right there. So I knew That is later where I'm gonna fold and I can cut that piece off, okay?
Ooh.
So that's great, right? First part, nice and easy. Then what I did before I started cutting, I started wrapping my paper towel roll round and around until I saw that it was like completely covered all the way. And I made my second little mark right here at the bottom so that I can also use that as a guide to where I need to cut later. So first things first, where that line is, you're gonna fold your paper just like that, all the way across. Boom. Here we go, right? So now you have this guide right there from the top to the bottom, so you can cut that a straight line. Pretty simple so far, not too crazy. Watch those fingers when you're using scissors, but cut that out.
That's right.
Boom. Stay on that line. Now remember, you can use a ruler if you'd like to use a ruler, but you know, a little fold will do the same job.
That's right. I used a pen and I just made my line too.
Sounds good.
It's
It's a great guide too.
It's a little bit easier. It's good practice too.
Definitely. So now I still have this extra piece up here that I want to cut off. So same thing. I'm going to watch where that line is and fold down. So that way it goes straight across, just like that. And there's that folded line as my guide. Gonna cut that right off.
Cut
nice and simple.
it out.
Cut it out.
Right, Miss Gina?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, without cutting any of the fingers, you know, being careful.
Very careful, very careful.
Now I have the size that I need to cover my roll. It's the same length and width that I'll need to, when I want to glue it up or tape it later. So boom, look it, covered completely. Just like that, not
Nice.
too hard, right? There you go. Now, here comes the fun part. It's all a fun part, but this is my favorite part. I can design this top piece whatever I'd like. So this is where you get to use your markers, your crayons. Maybe you want to cut out stuff. Maybe you want to start wrapping it in washi tape too already to decorate it. That's cool too. So this is your part to design it. Once we design it, then we're gonna tape it on here or glue it, whatever supplies you have at home. What do you need to do for yours?
All right, so while Miss Heaven is doing her...
Mr. Heaven, Miss Gina's watching.
While Miss Heaven's decorating hers, we're gonna move on over to our rain stick over here.
There you
And
go.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our paper towel roll, and we're gonna use our foil. So you don't have to pull out too much foil. I pulled out what I felt was gonna be enough. You can always add more if you want to, boys and girls. You guys can always do it with less, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your foil, and you're gonna begin folding it nice and lightly, and not too thick. And we're just gonna keep folding it over like so. We're gonna keep folding over our foil. Folding over our foil.
Say that 5 times fast.
And I'm gonna keep going until I get all the way to the end, boys and girls, all the way to the end.
There you go.
Check it out, halfway there. Keep on folding that. This is great folding practice for you boys and girls that are moving on up to 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, the big grades that involve more hand-eye coordination, more motor skills.
Boom, the big
Oh, boom.
thing.
It looks like a long piece of gum, right, Miss Heaven?
It does.
Right?
It does.
Imagine.
Sticky.
Yeah. Bubble gum.
I knew where you were going.
All right.
Joined you on that one.
So you're gonna keep on folding it until it gets about as small as you can get it. And then this is where our spoon comes into play, or whatever you guys are using. And you're just gonna go ahead and start wrapping the foil around the stick, like so. This is another good practice for you boys and girls. We're doing a lot of fine motor skills right here. And you're just wrapping it around the stick. It doesn't have to go all the way down to the very spoon part of the stick.
Cool.
That's right.
Very cool.
So I'm wrapping it around. I'm slowly making my way all the way down.
I like it. There you go.
Boom. See what I did
Easy.
right there? Then all I do, boys and girls, is very gently. Boom, pop it off. Ooh, to the eyes. And then I just kind of pull it apart ever so nicely and gently. Boom, like this. Just enough so that way it fits. Boom. Inside of our paper towel roll.
Yeah, that's pretty
Right?
cool.
Now that I have the foil in my paper towel roll, I'm going to get my parchment paper. And I'm going to cut about If you guys have parchment paper at home, you guys can see that there's like little lines that are visible on the parchment paper. So I like to go down to about the third line and then cut across.
Cool,
And that should give you more than enough space to tie the bottom of our rain stick. So we're gonna try it right now. I'm counting 1, 2, 3. And I'm going across the third one.
Watch those fingers, friend.
That's right. That's right. You don't want to lose a dedito, right, boys and
No,
girls?
no, no.
Boom. So you don't need that much. And all you're gonna do is put this on top on whichever end you guys want to on your rain stick. Hold it down. And then you guys are gonna grab a rubber band.
Ooh, a
Right?
rubber
Another
band.
fine motor skill activity right here, boys and girls.
Hey, look at you.
Bring this around. Tie up the very top or bottom, whichever you choose. I think this is gonna be my bottom, cause check it out. I'm gonna flip it over. Woo, oil.
Almost lost the foil
Stay in
there.
there, bruh. All right, so my foil's inside. I have this on the bottom, and this is when I can experiment. All right, this one I made earlier was with beans. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but we're gonna listen really quietly.
Ooh, ah.
That was all with beans, boys and girls. So we have some rice right here, and you don't have to put too much. You can put just. Oh, the more you put in, the more sounds you guys get to make. But we're just putting in a little bit so we can test it out. So let's see. Ready?
Hold the other side so it doesn't fall out.
That's
there
right.
you
I'm
go.
putting my palm top of it, and I'm flipping it over. Ooh,
Look at that.
very cool.
Nice. You get the rain sound.
Very nice.
Cool,
That
cool.
foil is helping to stop the rice and the beans from falling too fast. If I want to, you can throw in some beans in there too. I
Shake
feel
it
like
up,
we
shake
were
it
doing
up.
activities for a little bit that had just a ton of beans. in there for a
Remember when we
little bit.
first started these?
That's right. And if maybe a little bit more rice. Ooh, I like the way that sounds.
Alrighty.
Nice, see?
Very cool, very cool.
And this is a really fun homemade instrument that you guys can do at the house too. So flip it over.
And bring it out for Tiny Toons if we have those little friends at home.
Ooh, nice. We're getting that nice rainmaker sound. I like it. And then all I'm gonna do is with that extra piece of parchment paper, I'm gonna just repeat that same step that I did for this, and I'm gonna put it on top, and then I'm gonna start decorating my construction paper. So we're gonna move on back to Miss Heaven, see how she's doing over there.
Sounds good. Mine is ready to go. It's ready to wrap all over my paper towel roll here. I just drew some triangles, give it that animal tiger look, kind of like it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our tape. I'm going to take a little piece, not too big, it's clear tape. You probably can't see it too well on camera, but take a little piece and tape it on the paper and on the roll, just like that. It's already going to start holding it in place. Then take another and do the same thing at the bottom. A little bit on the paper and a little bit on the roll, just like that. If you'd like to, you can add another piece in the center, but it is gonna get wrapped and it will most likely cover it just a bit. So you might not need it, okay? So that's the next part. We're gonna roll it around again, smash it all the way down, smash it all the way down, meow, boom. And repeat that same step. Taping it here, taping it here. A little bit of tape on this side, a little bit of tape on that side. Here we go, nothing too hard yet. Boom, on the top. It's already holding it in place. Another piece for the bottom. And for this one, I am gonna probably put another little piece in the middle, just so that it stays down a little neater. Ready to roll. Boom, just like that. I love it. Now this is the part where I use the ruler to kind of measure and see where the middle is gonna be, but you don't really have to. You can kind of find your spot, but I think my middle is probably right about here. And all we're gonna do is kind of squish it down a little bit right there in the center, just like that, and cut straight across. Watch those fingers, no accidents, unless they're the happy little artistic accidents and you draw something extra that just looks so good. Love it, those are the great accidents. Okay, now we have two pieces that are just about the same size, right? Pretty cool so far. Next step, leave these guys standing ready to roll, is when I pull out this double-sided tape. What I'm gonna use this for is the middle piece, right where I've already started taping. I'm gonna place one on top. Whoa, look at it roll away. Don't roll away from me, Mr. Binocular Sir. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Another there, and just one more little piece in the middle. And I'm taping on the piece where the paper like met, where it folded. So that way that can be the center and you won't see that on the side. You'll just see your really cool design.
Ooh.
So same thing, this piece here, going to stick that to my double-sided tape right there. So that way you don't see any of that extra folded paper or tape anywhere else.
Smart.
So boom, this is where, my friends, we can kind of see the binoculars already ready to roll. We're almost done with these. Would you like to show our friends what we're doing on that side?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
All I've done over here so far, boys and girls, was I added my second piece of parchment paper. So now I no
Nice.
longer have to use the palm of my hand. I can just,
Oh, look at that.
if you guys do it nice and slow, you guys
can
can hear
hear
the
it.
whole rain coming down. Ooh.
Super cool. This is the part where you say, ooh.
Ooh.
Ah.
Yeah, very nice. And then what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've started on my construction paper.
Nice.
And I just went with the classic, crossy colors, you know
I
what I
like
mean?
it.
And then, if you guys want to practice writing your names, boom, there it is.
I like it. You've
And
been
then-
practicing your letters with us, haven't you?
Oh, you already know, Miss Heaven.
I knew it. Awesome.
And then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the tape just like you did, Miss Heaven, and I'm going to wrap it around too. So hopefully by the time that you're finished there, I should have mine all complete.
Sounds good.
Would you mind, Miss Heaven, if I borrow some of your washi tape?
Of course. Is there a certain color that you'd
Can I
like?
get that red one at the end?
This guy. This one's pretty
Yes,
cool.
thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we're back on to Miss Heaven.
All right, so this is the next part before we complete our step over here. You're gonna pick a washi tape that you like, right? I like this pretty little flowered one. And my goal
Fancy.
is to wrap a piece from the top part and the bottom part right here. So I started in the back, close to the edge, as close as I could, right there, okay? And you're just gonna take that washi tape all the way around. All the way around. Boom, boom, almost there, I'm almost there. All the way until it meets the other piece in the back. Take your scissors, cut it, boom, and lie it flat. You already have the top piece just like that. So that's gonna make sure that that double-sided tape always sticks and doesn't fall apart. Same thing to that back piece over here. Here we go, start in the back. Lie your piece of washi tape on it. Oops, make sure it goes straight, not all crooked like Miss Heaven over here. It's all right. And then, same thing, pull, 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 all the way around. You can borrow that, Fred. Until it meets the other end. Same thing, get your scissors, booyah, a little cut there, and put it down. Now you have washi tape on the bottom and the top so that it makes sure that our binoculars don't fall apart on us, okay? Just a little extra, and it actually looks pretty cool too. Last little piece here, I'm going to use my hole puncher because I want to punch a hole on this side and on this side to put the string around so that it's ready to go on my adventures with me.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. One hole on this side, one hole on this side. Just like that, I've got 2 holes ready to go. Boom, boom, boom. And now, here comes the yarn. Put it around your neck, around your shoulders. See how long you'd like it. You know, everyone's different sized. And then, I just cut a little piece there. This is how long I need my binoculars. Yours will probably be a little bit different, and that's cool too. Pretty simple, friends. Put it through the hole, right then and there. Here you go. Tie a knot. Boom. Tie a second knot so it stays in place. Boom. The other end into the other hole. And repeat that step. Tie 1 knot, cross over the string, put it in the hole, pull, and again. 2 so it doesn't go anywhere. You can cut the little extra off if you'd like. Then your binoculars are ready to go around your neck and on epic adventures.
Yeah.
Pretty cool and not very hard.
Right? Looks nice and good. I like it.
Teacher Gage, the washi tape is getting super creative over there.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, it is getting creative over here. Cause check it out. I put it on my rain stick over here, and it makes it look a lot cooler. I found myself while I was making this craft just relaxing. It's all really nice. Look, check it out. Namaste. Ooh, nice. That washi tape did make a difference. I like it a lot. All right. So boys and girls, so far so good, right? How's yours look over there, Miss Heather?
I love
Nice.
it. I'm ready for some great adventures.
Yeah, finished product.
Boom.
Yeah, we're getting crafty this week, boys and girls. We like it.
Now remember, if you don't have these supplies at home today, don't worry. Once you get a hold of your supplies, you can always click back on this video and then follow the steps. Hope they weren't too hard and easy to follow, so that way you can make some of these cool crafts at home too.
That's right. Super inexpensive, and we hope you guys had fun. Thank you guys for joining us. We had a great time with you guys today. We hope that you guys are out there staying safe, staying healthy, and of course, staying calm and strong.
Being kind to one another and staying creative.
That's right. We will see you guys again tomorrow on Wednesday. We will be here at 12 o'clock. Please join us. Please comment. We can't wait to see you guys again. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you guys.
Bye.